The Tale of Jack Frost by Marcia Thornton Jones. Hi, it's Miss Stacy. Today I'm going to read to you this book called The Tale of Jack Frost. It's about a boy called Jack who lives in a town full of people who can do some kind of ice and cold magic. A little bit like Elsa from Frozen. So I think you'll enjoy this book. It's full of magic and fun and appreciating even the littlest people. In the last little village right before the North Pole, there lived a boy named Jack. He was the youngest, smallest child in the village. It was the honest to goodness truth that absolutely nobody paid attention to Jack. No one chose Jack to play snow tag. Even the birds ignored Jack when he jumped in the middle of their dinner. Did Jack care? Of course he did. Jack wanted attention. Jack tried to look bigger. He stood as straight as he could. He even tried gluing wood to the bottom of his boots. But he was still too tiny to be noticed. Jack's sister Arabella was always noticed. That's because Jack's sister knew how to make perfect snowflakes with a single wave of her snow wand. Everyone called her the Snow Princess. Jack wanted a nickname too. He tried to make snowflakes, but his snowflakes looked more like soured breakfast mush. Look at those faces. I don't think they like it. Jack's brother Winslow didn't make snowflakes, but he got noticed. That's because Jack's brother knew how to puff out his chest and blow until a cold wind swirled up the snow. Everyone laughed and had fun playing in Winslow's wind. Jack wanted to make people laugh too, but when he puffed up his cheeks and blew, he tumbled end over end. Oh. Jack's cousin Letitia was always noticed too. That's because Letitia could calm the rivers and the lakes with her singing until a layer of ice covered the water. Then her friends could glide and slide all afternoon. Elsa from Frozen also sings and makes an ice rink. Jack wanted to make an ice playground for his friends. He tried to sing a chilly song, but Jack just wasn't cold enough. There was nothing Jack could do to get noticed. Everyone who knew how to do things. Everyone, that is, except Jack. They were so busy making snow and wind and ice that not a single one of them noticed little Jack. Jack looked out his window and sighed. His breath painted frost on the window in a beautiful design. He liked the way the frost sparkled in the sun. He painted all the windows in his cottage. Then Jack painted all the windows in the village. When night fell, that means when nighttime came, when night fell, the rest of the villagers made their way home. Did Jack go home? No, he was having too much fun ice painting. After the windows, he painted each blade of grass and every tree branch. All night, Jack zipped from leaves to cottages and even to stables. When the sun rose over the eastern forest and touched the crystals Jack had painted, the entire village sparkled. Arabella's eyes got big. Winslow clapped. Letitia was speechless. Everyone in the village stared at the beauty. Who did this? His father asked. Who is the great artist? His mother wanted to know. Jack raised his hand. You? They both asked. Then they lifted Jack onto their shoulders, so he was taller than even the tallest person. 3 cheers for Jack, his sister cried. And the crowd cheered. To this day, in the cold, cold north, there lives a boy named Jack. He may be the youngest, smallest child in his village, but everyone pays attention to him. He even has a nickname. They call him Jack Frost. Have you ever seen frost? It can be on a window, and it might make beautiful swirly patterns like this on a window. But you also might see it covering the grass in the morning. It makes it white and crunchy and hard and crusty. And you might have even seen it on the playground. I think I remember it from a little while back. The frost was making the wood chips much harder than usual even. So that's Frost, and that's what Jack Frost in the book has the magic power to make. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye, kids.